Everybody, in this video, we're talking Marvel Snap and saving tokens to buy cards. We're waiting for those series to drop because there is sort of a pattern to that, and we're going to look at it and discuss whether you should buy something if it pops in the shop now or just wait. Cards like this at the time of shooting this video are at the forefront of that conversation. If you're unaware, we've got some changes to the token shop. There's already the ones that are in game that you get the series 4 and 5. Dazzler is not a great example of what you might want to save or not save for. Spoiler, don't save for her. Wait till she drops to series 3 and just get her out of her reserve. I think she's got some potential with some other decks, but I wouldn't spend any tokens on her. But as I mentioned, Shuri, there's a lot of people wanting Shuri and wondering, well, should I just wait until she drops to series 3 or should I spend the tokens in the token shop? I'm doing a currency video study, whatever you want to call it, where I'm looking at everything you get in game to help you make decisions. And one thing that I'll say from what I've already looked at and gathered from that is you want to be really picky about when you spend your tokens unless you are a gigantic spender in this game. You do not get a lot of, and that's even with the changes on the ladder climbs, it's still not that significant, especially if you're factoring in trying to get new cards, which I still think they've got a lot of work to do to be able to get those more accessible for all players. But let's stay on topic here. So you've got a card in the shop. Maybe it's Dazzler, maybe it's Shuri, maybe it's MODOK, you never know what it might be. And you're wondering, should I buy this card? Now we're going to jump over to, of course, a handy dandy spread. So I want to give credit. There was a user on Reddit where I first saw this and I'm like, you know what? Got to make my own spreadsheet. Got to do it. Basically, there's all the cards in the game, when they got released, what they were released as, when they dropped to 4 and when they dropped 3. And the way this essentially works is there's a pattern. Is as they come in the game, it came in November, it dropped to series 4 in January, then it dropped to series 3 in April. The next set that came in December, it was a month after for each application. And this stays consistent. Each group, regardless of how it got entered, each group is a month after with their drop. So going to right now, as I'm shooting this video, that next group, right now it is March 30th. So that next group that we'd expect to drop out of series 5 into series 4 would be MODOK, Ghost, and Stature. And that should be in April. Now, we also should expect, and this is where this really applies for this video, and what I think a lot of people will care mostly about is the ones dropping to series 3, meaning should you use your tokens now to buy them, or should you just wait a little bit and save up those caches or reserves that you have on your ladder? And what I mean by that is as you climb this ladder, don't open your reserves. Don't open these. Save these. And generally speaking, and I would highly recommend doing that unless there's something specific you're trying to go for in game at the moment. So saving those would give you potentially Black Panther, Valkyrie, Super Skrull, Shuri, or Bast. It gives you a higher chance to get those cards in those reserves. These are the drop rates that you get for the caches and reserves. And you can see, depending where you're at, caches or reserves, series 3 in the caches is 47% versus series 4 at 2.5, or series 5, which is even worse. And the reserves, where I'd say most of the players in the game are a series 3 card. Now, each one of these 1, 2, 3, and 4, they have a 25% chance to gain. Within that card reserve, it's an 89% chance to get a series 3 card versus a 10% chance at a series 4 and a 1% chance at series 5. So the chances to get those series 4 or 5 cards are much, much lower. So you might have a better chance to get that series 3 card when it drops, and you can save the token. So people are asking, should I buy Bash? Should I buy Shuri? Those are the main ones you're seeing. Maybe a Valkyrie here and there. I love Valkyrie. And my answer to that would be no. Do not spend tokens on that at this point in the game. If it was a couple months ago, I bought Shuri several months ago. I don't regret it. I mean, maybe I don't play her a ton, but she was a good card. And I'm going, sometime in April, all of these cards should drop to series 3 and I should be able to get from my reserves. I really personally want Bast. So I'm probably going to say, I've got Shuri, Super Skrull, and Valkyrie. I don't have Black Panther or Bast. I would like Bast for several different decks that I have, and I think I'd be happy. So are you thinking about buying Shuri? I'd say don't. And then again, for the jumps up or for the Stature, Ghost, MODOK, again, the chances of getting it is low. I wouldn't necessarily say for the drops to series 4, but you do want to look at the drops to series 3. see. The ones in May, maybe you're thinking you really want those. Darkhawk Sentry, no. Null or Silver Surfer. I could use Darkhawk for sure. Silver Surfer, he's kind of fallen off a bit. I luckily got Null. All right, and then you look at the next month after that that's dropping to Series 3. And that's Shadow King, no one's going to care. Dazzler, no one's going to care. Shayna, no one's going to care. Sharon, maybe some like Sauron a little bit. Zabu, I think, yeah, some people would definitely want him. So this gives you an idea. And, you know, you might be wondering some of these future cards, when are they actually expected to come into the game? You know, some people are like, I'm going to save for High Evolutionary. Well, he's probably not coming till May. You know, so you've got a month-ish to get to that. So how many tokens do you have? And how many are you going to gain in the month? Should you spend those? Again, I'm going to do a currency video on some of that stuff, but you don't get enough to get a brand new card every month. I'll tell you that right now, unless you're spending. So I wanted to put this quick video out just so it could be semi-helpful to people. If it has been helpful, please consider hammering down the like button or subscribing. I am going to take a snapshot of this and put it on the Discord, so that way it's quick access. We'll put it in our Snap Resources channel, so that way it's an easy reference. Still appreciate it if you watch the video, click like, all that sort of things for helping out their algorithm. But yeah, I'd like to make content like this to help people make decisions, so that's why I'm here. I'm really enjoying the game, so let me know what your thoughts are on this specific flow of cards. Is it good? Did I miss something here? And also future content that you might want to see, comment below. So until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.